April is recognized as Second Chance Month, and a new short film called The Check-In is exploring what it's like to be on probation. It's a real-life situation for the majority of returning citizens who are trying to turn their lives around after incarceration. News 4's Molette has more on the film.
Welcome to all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
I am so fascinated by The Check-In and the premise of this short film, which starts off in a dramatic fashion. Can you set us up for what we can expect?
Well, one of the things that I wanted to do with the film would take you inside their lives, what it feels like to have to check in with your probation officer for 3 to 4 years or longer than that, so you can be able to get out of the system and move on with your life. But what I realized was, as I was doing group therapy with some of our individuals that are in the academy, that they had experienced like childhood traumas at very early ages. And these things triggered them going into the system. And then I did my research, 97% of the individuals that are incarcerated have experienced a childhood trauma, so I decided to make a film about it.
The Academy DC you just mentioned is your nonprofit. Explain what you do.
In 2017, a parole officer at CSOSA reached out to me and asked me if I ever thought about producing a program that included music production, music video production, podcasting, and filmmaking as a form of expressive therapy to reduce gun violence and recidivism in D.C. I created the program, and I've been going strong since then. We've been very successful, and these guys did an awesome job in the film.
Yeah, let's bring them in. Okay, Faye, Tamika, talk about your personal experiences and how that ties into the characters that you play.
So I play a character named Mia, and during the process of creating the film, we were able to incorporate our own storylines without giving it all away.
Yeah, don't give it all away, but give us enough.
It segues from my personal experience being on probation after incarceration and the things that I face with employment, with housing, and all of the other things leading up to me progressing in life and being able to get back on the right track.
Finding housing, finding employment, one of the toughest things to do upon re-entry, especially for African Americans, Hispanics, for women.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Tamika, bring us your story.
Okay. Well, I play Jordan. My aspirations are to return to college. And so it is very hard for me being under the pressures of the probation. And so my main goal is to get off of paper.
Now, when you say get off of paper, tell everybody what that means.
When I say to get off of paper, that means that my term of supervision will be terminated.
Right.
That means it's done. No more seeing my PO.
And in real life, and as well as in the short, the trauma, the childhood trauma, it bubbles up. It has to.
Within our community, trauma is something that is not really talked about, and people don't really have a good understanding of what it is and what it can manifest as.
You both came through the Academy DC.
I got incorporated into the Academy in 2020. I was still in the middle of my probationary sentence, and I didn't really know what I was going to do. But after I got involved with the program, Easy saw me, and he saw all the talents that I had.
I became involved with Academy DC in 2024. I was working as a credible messenger at CSOSA and mentoring clients, and some of the same clients were in Academy DC.
Like, she's been in the trenches. She's been behind bars, and she's rehabilitated. Those are the individuals that are perfect to work with individuals that are still on probation, because they know they have shared experiences. So both of them have been able to fill in the gap and are great assets to our community.
We got to see the check-in. Private release this month, and then afterwards, people are still going to be able to see.
Yeah, they will. They'll be able to log on to our website at theacademydc.com and see the entire 20-minute film.